What's going on, guys? It's Kyle. Welcome to the Stocko YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be covering the Sofi stock, and we're also going to be covering the overall market conditions now that inflation data has come out. We're also going to be going over a game plan for 2022. What can we be doing now to have the biggest returns by the end of the year? And I'm also going to be answering a bunch of your guys' questions. Where is Sofi headed in the short term? Let's say 3 months out. Where is Sofi headed by the end of the year? I'm going to be answering, those exact, price target recommendations of what I believe could happen. We're also going to be covering what some of the Wall Street analyst experts are saying right now about the Sofi stock heading into their Q4 earnings, which is literally a month or less away. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Let's try and get this channel past 10,000 subscribers. Be sure to smash the like button. Let's try and get the channel past 1,000 likes on this video. And be sure to drop a comment. Are you loading up on Sofi right now? What are some other growth stocks that you really like at these levels? Let's get into the video. All right, guys, if you watched my video just 2 videos back, I said specifically the NASDAQ is going to correct 10%, 100%. And guess what, guys? Literally 2 days ago, the NASDAQ corrected 10%. And that is when we saw a huge bounce in all of these growth stocks. I'm going to show you guys today in this video that every single growth stock virtually in the fintech, high growth market is being traded by a 100% algorithm. The exact same inflows are coming at the exact same time. And I'm going to prove that to you in today's video that every single technology stock is trading in the exact same pattern. And I'm going to also show you the reasons why that is happening. As we can see today, all of the indexes besides that Russell, of course, I don't even look at the Russell, guys. The big money does not like those super small caps. The Russell just has been beaten down. I'm not even going to look at that index. It's down like 10% on the year. Every single other index is in the green today. NASDAQ, Dow, SP 500. And that's even with that inflation data coming out at the highest level in 40 years. We can see that the Sofi stock finished down about 0.5% today. I think it was up around, 1 to 2% earlier in the day, up after hours. It's just nonstop up and downs, guys. A lot of day trading. Nobody knows the direction of where this company is actually headed in the short term. But I'm going to show you, what I really think could be happening over the next 3 months. Stocks rise, NASDAQ gains for 3rd straight day despite red hot inflation report. Inflation climbed to its highest level in 40 years at the end of 2021, a troubling development for President Biden and economic policymakers as rapid price gains erode consumer confidence and cast a shadow of uncertainty over the economy's future. The consumer price index climbed 7% in the year through December and 5.5% after striping out volatile prices such as food and fuel. The last time the main inflation index eclipsed 7% was 1982. So even with that 7% inflation, stocks, in the indexes still turned green today, guys. And what does that tell you? That does tell you that, a lot of these high growth names are massively oversold. The multiples have compressed. The big money is predicting that inflation will potentially go away by the end of 2022. All right, guys, take a look at this. This is the Algos reversal from the bottoms, the percentage off the bottoms, okay? So all of these percentages right here that you're seeing, these are the percentage returns as soon as we hit those, Tuesday or Monday lows. As soon as they all hit the exact lows, look at that, guys. 7, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 9, 10, 10, and 11. Everything has the exact same returns regardless of the company. That is the Algos. That is the algorithm for fintech technology right now. Nothing can, make its way out of the pack. Why? That's because earnings has not happened yet, okay? Once these earnings come around the corner, you will gradually see some stocks move at a faster pace or decline at a faster rate, okay? Right now, everything is traded in the exact ballpark. If you do not believe these numbers on these reversals, I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So take a look at the Affirm stock, guys. We have the past 5 days. All we got to do is grab the bottom of the low. This was on Monday. Boom. As you guys can see, 7.8% return. We also have Upstart. We grabbed the low. Boom. 9% return. We also have Robinhood. Boom. 9% return. And we also have Sofi. Grab the bottom. Boom. 7.8% return. Guys, everything is an algorithm right now. It's trading by computers, okay? The big money really like that dip buying opportunity. And I believe there is a possibility, the next couple of weeks until the earnings really kick in for all these companies, these stocks may just chop up and down, up and down, up and down. So what is the game plan? How can we make some money? The game plan is continue to load your favorite growth stocks with massive multiple compressions until inflation, is resolved, until inflation slows down. You need to take advantage of 2022 as being an amazing opportunity for technology stocks being, hammered the hardest, okay? You want to be loading up on these dip buying opportunities until inflation goes away. Remember, guys, back in 2008, that massive, housing market bubble, stocks were correcting for, a year to 2 years or something like that. So you got to take advantage of this chop for the back end of 2021 and potentially 2022 on inflation fears, okay? This is a correction in technologies. These stocks are down anywhere from 40 to 80%. You need to be taking advantage because these are some of the fastest growing stocks in the world, and big money, bought up these dips, and I believe these could chop around until earnings really start kicking in. We may see some small moves from earnings, we might start getting a little bit of returns, but guys, I'm telling you, the big gains are going to be made when inflation gets resolved and starts heading back to a decline. 6%, 5%, 4%. Just something to give you guys a little bit of confidence. This is the Amazon chart going back to the beginning of time, but guys, this is actually the market cap, okay? You need to stop, looking at the, share price every single second and start paying attention to the market cap. If we just go back 15 years, we could see, Amazon is trading at a 15 billion market cap, guys. 15 billion. SoFi right now is trading at 11 billion market cap, literally neck and neck with Amazon, okay? So after 15 years, Amazon moved its way to, around a $1.7 trillion market cap. 15 years, Amazon almost became a $2 trillion company. And if you just look at the returns over, a 15-year period, guys, that's a 170x return. You would have 170 times your money. If you would have held through the housing market crash, you still would have had a 170x return. That's over 15 years. I understand that is a long time away, but I'm just showing you that is the long-term expectations, okay? Even if SoFi does 1/3 of what Amazon accomplished as far as growth and, disrupting, that massive, banking market, you could be looking at a 50 to 60x return over a 15-year period, guys. This could be a massive, massive winner, but I still expect this company to have, a 2 to 3x return in the next 1 to 2 years. Now, I'm going to give you guys my short-term expectations on the SoFi stock. Seeing we sold off 40% on a phenomenal earnings, high growth, even with our student loans not firing on full cylinders, I still expect this company can get back into the, $20 range on a blowout earnings with a guidance raise. Even without a bank charter license, I still think that is a possibility. Let's hope the bank charter license comes around Super Bowl and also comes around the earnings. That would be absolutely phenomenal. So I still think this stock could be a $20 stock, even if the bank charter is still a dark cloud over our shoulders. I still think this stock can get to $20. But if that bank charter is confirmed and the inflation slows down, in the back half of 2022, I still think this is going to be, a $50 stock or higher. Once again, guys, my price target is still, $45 or higher on the back end of the year. This analyst right here has a $28 price target without a bank charter, and we're going to hear what he's saying live, on TD Ameritrade. This is the Mizuho analyst, Dan Dolev, and we're going to hear what his expectations are for SoFi right now and how he feels about the company and what they're accomplishing.
Dan, what do you think? Because I know SoFi was always one of your best of the group, right? I mean, and today it's at 4%, just under $14.
He's saying it's the best out of the group right now from a buy rating, from companies like, Coinbase, Robinhood, Square. He thinks, the best of breed right now is SoFi.
Where is it going and why?
Yeah, I actually on this one I agree, and I think that SoFi, when you look at the fundamentals, like SoFi is basically one of the few names in fintech, in our coverage at least, that in the third quarter has seen pretty much every KPI, every metric get better, and I think that's a rarity because we've seen a lot of deceleration across the board.
We can see as Toast at neutral, Coinbase neutral, Affirm buy, Marqeta neutral, and a WEX buy. I'm not too familiar with the WEX, but he just has a buy rating on Affirm and SoFi right now.
With SoFi, we've seen all these metrics like, revenue per member or, numbers of products per user. They're all trending upwards. And I think that's to me, we keep our, research very close to the fundamentals. This makes me very, very happy about SoFi. And I spoke about this before, they work with an Israeli startup named Pagaya. And what happens there is it helps them actually get better, AI-driven access to mortgages, and helps them basically improve their approval rate versus if they didn't have that. So they have.
Pagaya is going to help, SoFi pick up the slack on those student loans with more acceptance. They're going to be taking on more and more acceptance with lower credit risk through Pagaya's AI technology. We should see what those numbers look like from Q4. I'm very excited. I think this stock is going to go really high in 2022. I think guidance is going to be through the roof, and I still think they pass all their 2022 revenue predictions.
Like 170 data scientists in Israel who are actually there, monitoring and making sure that you're approving people that sometimes would not get approved. So I think that they have a competitive advantage in terms of their mortgage originations over other providers using Pagaya.
What's your price target on SoFi, Dan?
It's in the 20s as well.
It's $28, his current price target. I think the Morningstar guy that went before him was about $22.
Oh, in the 20s as well. Yeah, like I was saying, it had been over $22 just recently, and it's been a winner. But Dan, unlike Michael, you don't.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up. You can also take a look at the Morningstar guy. He has a $22 price target. This is one of the price targets that is actually listed on Robinhood at the bottom. I guess they have a partnership with Morningstar. So really good price targets, guys. As you guys can see, all the data metrics are trending in the right direction. Stock's down 40%. You got to be taking advantage of these dips because of those rate hike fears from inflation, guys. Load up the entire year. If inflation sticks around another 6 months, keeps trending up, I still think we can get a little bit of returns, but I think, we're going to really ramp up once that inflation, goes back down to 6%, 5%, 4%. That's what we need to be looking for by the end of the year. Once again, SoFi has earnings potentially estimated around February 9th. Today's January 12th. We could be looking at earnings date happening in the next month, guys. So I told you guys it would be a great time to be buying up on that 10% NASDAQ correction. We saw the Algos. Everything is having the exact same returns right now, the past 2-3 days. So nothing can separate itself from the market regardless of what the company is doing. Once these earnings start kicking in and whoever's putting out the best guidance for 2022, that's going to be the biggest runners. I think you should continue to load before February really starts kicking in. But of course, load the entire year if inflation sticks around. And if you made it to the end of the video, I want to say I really do appreciate it. I enjoyed doing this video for you. And once again, I want you guys to be extremely cautious on who you're getting your recommendations for SoFi stock. I see a ton of new YouTubes literally pop up in the past week, absolutely getting no views at all. And then they start talking about the SoFi stock and their views go up a little bit higher and they continue to run with the SoFi stock on their channel. So be extremely cautious because a lot of people are just reading off articles, on websites saying, this is a buy, this is a buy. A lot of people aren't really going into the in-depth analysis on what SoFi is actually trying to accomplish, disrupting this banking industry. And that's what I've been covering with you guys the past couple of months, guys. They are having so many different diversifications into their business model. They're able to handle this student loan crisis getting pushed back, for 2 years. They're showing strength in so many different business segments right now. We should see strong guidance heading into Q1 2022. And I expect a record in revenue. And also the big one is the users added to the platform. We should definitely come in over 400,000 because we had 3 months of full 100% NFL marketing. Remember, guys, we also have the Super Bowl coming up. That's going to be a massive marketing push for SoFi customers heading into the back end of 2022. This is a stock that is, set to explode. The market conditions are at the absolute worst in years with this inflation data. It's going to make, people very successful if they can hold through these times. I'm telling you right now, a lot of people are going to get shaken out. I am continuing to buy this dip up. This is going to be a tough hold through 2022 as a possibility if things get worse with the inflation, but it will pay off. Potentially in the back end of 2023, we can be coming on some real massive returns. This is the stock to be in. A lot of stocks are down, but a lot of stocks aren't as performing as well as the SoFi stock. Once again, my name is Kyle. Hope you have a great day.